The song that we're going to do is Humble Yourself in the Sight of the Lord. And I have chosen this one because it gives us another example of things that happen in church songs. There is a male lead and a female lead, and you have to make a choice as to which one you follow. I am going to try to follow the women's, but again, there is a gap between the male lead and then the female lead. The words that we're going to need, the first one is humble. Now, if you think of being humble, your non-dominant hand is out and your dominant hand in the H formation comes underneath, because if you're humble, you bring yourself underneath so that you don't think of yourself more highly than someone else. Yourself, and anytime you talk about self, myself, yourself, it's always with the dominant thumb pointing toward the person that you're talking about, yourself. Sight, it comes from the eye and shows the direction of the vision. Sight. Of, fingerspell. There's nothing you can do but just to go ahead and fingerspell. Of. Lord, if you think of Miss America with the royal ribbon coming down from the non-dominant side to the dominant side, your hand is in an L position. Lord. He, and you're just going to point, when you're talking about the pronouns, he, point to the person you're talking about. He being God, he being another person not in the area, me, all those are just point your finger toward the person that you're talking about. Lift up. Put both hands out, palms up, and lift it up. Lift up. You, and just point your finger. Now, in this song, he will lift you up. You're going to go he, lift up, you. So that it's not in exactly the same English formation, but because the word lift up is one sign, you don't want to repeat that sign because he's not going to lift you up twice. He just will lift you up. Jesus, both of your hands, palms up, center fingers, and you're going to go over and touch the center of each palm where the nail prints were in Jesus's hands. Jesus. Son, make the boy sign, which is the little baseball cap, and bring it down into the baby sign. Son of God. Now, God, remember to bring it from heaven and land in the Father position. God, open hand. God. Died. Two hands, palms together that are pointing together, and then it just lays over like somebody died. Died. 4, think of your forehead and flip out. Pointer finger, touch, push out. 4. Us or we, same sign. Now, you're going to think of a circle that encompasses yourself but other people. So take your pointer finger from your dominant side around to the non-dominant side, like you're trying to draw a circle around everybody. But it includes you, so it's from shoulder to shoulder. Dominant side to non-dominant side. Amazing. Take your hands almost like in a fist, but where your pointer fingers are right on your thumb and it pops open. And amazing. Oh, it's amazing. Grace, take it from God and shower it on man. Grace. Sweet. And it's going to say how sweet, but we're going to do sweet, great. It's a little different, but it That's the technical meaning of it. It's this much sweet sound from your ears, the vibration coming off. Set. Saved. Cross your hands both in the S position in both hands, like they're bound, and it breaks free. Saved. The word wretch means a sinner. So X hands, and it's like sin digs into the person. Sin, and because it is a person, come down with a person ending. Sinner or a wretch. Like or as, and it's the rocking of the Y hand. What's on this side is the same as what's on that side. Like and there. Just pointing to a position that's not in the general vicinity, so it's over there. There. Because we know it's going to be up there. 10. Thumb. Just shake it, and then the M goes into the palm of your non-dominant hand. If you think of the Roman numerals that you learned in school, 10,000. That's the M hand for 1,000. 10,000 years. If you put both of your hands into a fist, it's the sun going around the non-dominant hand and landing. That's 1 year when it goes all the way around the earth once and lands. Years. Bright. Pinch your hands together, and it's an explosion of light. Bright. And then shining, center finger in the palm of the non-dominant hand, and it shimmers as it goes up. Shining. And this sun is in the sky, and it's just a twist of the S hand for sun. Are you ready? Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord. Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, and He will lift you up, and He will lift you up. Jesus is the Son of God. Jesus is the Son of God, and He died for us, and He died for us. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. That saved a wretch like me. So humble yourself in the sight of the Lord. So humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, and He will lift you up, and He will lift you